Hey yo, Merry Christmas, what is up? You've seen this video pop up yesterday, the future of World of Tanks. Now, a lot of people have made some reaction videos to this, and absolutely nobody asked me to make a reaction video about the future of World of Tanks. But what we're going to do is watch this video together. It's only 2 minutes, and then we'll go through this entire video bit by bit, the points and what I actually think about it. So let's roll the video. And you get the introduction, and this is actually what's going on right now, the snowball event or the winter event, which is Winter Arcade, Ice Age and Snowballs. So this is actually happening right now, which is not bad. And then the next one is Steel Hunter, which is getting a new Reborn, which is fighting with bots, and you're gonna get some respawn mechanic into it as well. So that is what's new for Steel Hunter. And then Onslaught is gonna be back again with qualification battles. Then you have Myrni Returns, which is like really far ahead, and then a new map for Frontline, thank god. So a new desert map, and then there's one new map in the random battles, which is called Oyster Bay. And then there's 8 maps that's getting rebalanced, all this Studansky, blah blah blah, Cliff, Westfield, Mines. What else? A new achievement system that gives you a number that will be put together next to your name, easy for me to identify you and snipe you out. New mechanics for skills, one crew that fits 3 tanks with no penalties. So you're gonna get some kind of crew 2.0. You've got a final moment camera, which is your kill cam, I guess. That's new. Vehicle rebalance, also pretty interesting, and a new tech tree, Japanese tech tree of tank destroyers. New mechanics, looks like some kind of machine gun that overheats, so that's gonna be new. And what else? Recon missions, so new experimental night maps, maybe weather maps, no, dynamic water, so you've got water receding with the tide and stuff. Dynamic maps with dynamic objects, planes, ships, crashing, airships, blimps. Interesting, this is very nice. And more details in February. So let's go back to the beginning of the video, and we can talk about this more in depth. Play some music for you guys, some Christmassy music. So this is the Winter Arcade, which is going on right now. Not that much of a big deal, you know, throwing some snowballs. What do? You play a couple of times, get 200 bonds. That's the best they can do with this. Visually, nothing much of difference, except you got a couple of new maps that have been winterized. It looks kind of cool, but other than that, nothing new. What is next? This is Steel Hunter. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Steel Hunter is not popular. I did a poll. Steel Hunter, 11% is people, 11% of you think that is the best mode. By far the best mode by 60% is Frontline. That is the most popular game mode. So Steel Hunter, no matter what they do to it, I don't think anybody cares about it. And now you have Steel Hunter Reborn with bots. What are you gonna do? Fight against bots and progress that way? How fun is that? I don't know. I don't find that interesting. And then you have a respawn mechanic for Steel Hunter. Again, the game mode's got to be popular before you can introduce these kinds of things to make it a little bit more interesting. So I don't see how, you know, why they keep pushing Steel Hunter when nobody plays it, nobody cares. The next thing is Onslaught, new season, I want to point to you again how popular Onslaught is. 13% of you think that's the best game mode. 13%. I don't think a lot of people play Onslaught, and I don't play Onslaught. I did play the first couple of seasons of whatever this game mode was before. Can't remember what it was, where you have gold, silver and bronze or whatever, and you know, after a while it got pretty stale and boring, so I don't find it especially interesting. Now you have qualification battles, which means the good players don't really need to play with the bad players anymore, which I don't know, could be good, could be a bad thing, but the big picture is, who cares? Does this move the needle? Does this get more people wanting to play the game? That's the bigger picture. And the answer is most definitely no. That's my opinion anyway. Next up, Mirni 13. Mirni 13 is a Halloween event, right? Sometime in October, very far in the future. They already decide to bring Mirni 13 back, which means maybe they're cancelling out the Waffen Trigger event. I don't know. But again, another game mode that is not too special, not too great in my opinion. I don't play it except to get whatever easy rewards there are to get. If it's, you know, a little bit more difficult, I wouldn't even try. It's just not a big deal to me. Next up, a new map for Frontline. About freaking time. I think Frontline started in 2019 or maybe 2018. They should have had at least 5 maps in Frontline, in my opinion, because it is overwhelmingly the best game mode outside of random battles. 60% of people think so. But to be honest with you, even I don't play Frontlines anymore. I haven't played Frontlines for the last 2 years plus, and that is because it is getting ridiculous with tier 9s. They introduced tier 9s, and then now you've got the mines and the airstrikes. I think it's just it doesn't fit into the game. I don't think it is very fun at all. So in my opinion, Frontline is not that great in my opinion. But you know, it still works for some people. I might try it again this year. We'll see how it goes. The next up is new map Oyster Bay. Now 2022, if I'm not mistaken, they removed 3 maps. One of them was Karelia. I think not Karelia, sorry. What's that map? The Belarus map, Minsk. They removed Minsk and some other maps. They removed 2 or 3 maps, and they've added only 1 map. All this research and development for 2022, and they've only come out with 1 map, which they're going to introduce in 2023. Man, this is really terrible. I mean, you can do a lot of things. You can develop tanks, you can develop so many things, but you can't put out more maps. Here's what people want. People want rockets on their tanks. They want to be able to shoot rockets. They don't care so much about rocket boosters. They want rockets on their tanks. This is what I think the players want. But anyway, new map is actually a pretty good thing. This does move the needle forward. It does attract people to come back and play the game, or it attracts new players to join in because there's a new map. So I think people will be interested in this, and I think it's a good thing. Next up is 8 maps that get rebalanced. This is really good. Studansky, Steps, Live Oaks, Cliff, Westfield. This is really good thing because balancing the maps is very important because you know, you're making it refreshed. People will play because there's going to be some new things added or made it a little bit more balanced. People will like it, but a new map is more important than a rebalanced map. So Give me 10 shitty maps as long as there are 10 new maps. In my opinion, I think that is a lot better. This one, the new achievement system. What is this achievement system? It's going to rank you basically on whatever tank you are driving and then put it there, display for everyone to see. Very good for me, because when I see that you are on the enemy team, experienced player, I'm going to just focus you down with my artillery. I'm going to just focus on shooting at you first as a priority, because I'm gonna assume you're a pretty experienced or good player, so taking you out might be a good thing. I might hit the T key, tell my team to focus fire on you, so that the sooner you die, the better our chances of winning that particular game. So in my opinion, I think this is a bad idea, really terrible idea. I know a lot of people want to show off how good they are or how experienced they are. Good for them, and it's good for me. I want to disable this. I want to hide myself, and I want to shoot those guys with those high numbers. Next up, improved crew system. This is essentially crew 2.0 with all the added skills. There's some YouTubers that have already gone through this in depth, in detail. You can go watch their videos and find out what all these proposed skills are good for. In my opinion, this does not move the needle. This does not make the game better. Why? Because these skills and or difficulties or whatever, they're available to everyone. Everyone has to go through this. This is not going to make this game better or different or give it a different experience. No, it is just the same thing, rehashed, repackaged. Everyone will go through the same thing. Everyone will have the same skills. Will it make the game better or worse? I don't know for right now. It could make it better. A lot of people are saying it'll make this game worse, but you don't know that for sure. If everybody's got this, everybody's got the same skills, it could make the game better. Who knows? It could make the game quicker, which is, I think it is Wargaming or World of Tanks priority. Shorten the games. They want the games from 5 minutes. They want to reduce it down to 4-minute random battle games, so that they can turn over the games quicker. The quicker the turnover is, the quicker you reduce your resources, the faster you spend your gold, and the more money they will make. And that is that's my opinion, what I think anyway. And then you have all perks work at once, one crew for 3 tanks. This could be a good thing, which means you can trade in maybe this tank and this tank. You could trade in their crew, and then you get books for it, which you can reinvest into this tank, which the crew you can use for 3 tanks. So it could be a good thing. I think it is a good thing, because it'll mean more people will keep more of their old tanks, because you can use 1 crew for 3 tanks. More people will play abandoned tanks that they have no crews in. So I think overall, I think this is a good thing. This will move the needle. This will make the game better, because more people will participate more, because their crews can fit into more tanks, which means more population playing the lower tiers perhaps, and then revive the old tier 3s and tier 5s, make them come alive again, because you can reuse those crews. So that could be a good thing. I believe it is a good thing, and we shall see in the future. But next up is this one, final moment camera, kill cam. I don't know who wants a kill cam. I would definitely disable it, because I don't care about kill cams. This is not War Thunder. Next is vehicle rebalance. Vehicle rebalance is actually pretty good. These are the tanks that they are going to rebalance in the picture so far. Probably there are going to be more tanks that they will rebalance. The 1321, really good light tank in tier 10. They should rebalance it, make it stronger. I would definitely play it more if I ever play Object 430 version 2, ARL version 39, Bad Chat 25 ton. WZ121 IS3 Rhinoceronte, which is a real turd, and they are improving it. A T95, I don't know why it needs to be improved, or maybe they're gonna nerf it. Who knows what they're gonna do when they say rebalance. TVP VTU, I think, is a tier 8. Centurion Mark 1 is a tier 8. A VK3001, is this a tier 6? I'm not sure. M46 pattern is a tier 9, E50 is a tier 9, ARL44 is a tier 5 or whatever, KV4 Type 5 Heavy, AMX 65 ton. These are the tanks that maybe they will rebalance, who knows, we'll find out. And this will definitely move the needle. New vehicles, of course, the Japanese tech tree, tank destroyers, this will definitely make the game more interesting. More people will play, definitely. This one, the new mechanics with the double-barreled machine gun, which looks like it operates off temperature of the gun. When you overheat, I suppose you're going to stop firing and you have to wait for your gun to cool down before you can fire again, so that's going to be new. And then the next up, Recon mission new launches. Now remember this, Recon mission new launches, because next up they're going to show night maps, which means night maps are going to be in a Recon, are going to be in the Recon game mode, which means they're not going to be permanent. They're just going to be temporary night maps, which is a shame because people have been calling for night maps and weather maps for a long time. This should have been incorporated into the game a long time ago as a permanent feature, not as a recon. I think it's going to be fun playing with dynamic water. It's going to be fun playing night maps, snowy maps, rainy maps. This is going to be fun. This will move the needle and make it better. It should be permanent and not be in recon missions, which is bullshit. You know, dynamic stuff, I don't know if dynamic objects are going to affect the game you are playing, or are they just going to be visual. I did mention this in my previous video when I showed you the STRV with the dynamic 3D skin, you know, the antennas that move. Is this going to be a thing? Are they going to add more movable parts into the game? You know, movable machine guns, jiggly hull, jiggly tracks. You know, how realistic is it going to be with all the jiggly stuff and moving parts? So that's going to be interesting. And yeah, so that is what we have for 2022-2023, all the new things that are coming. I hope you find all these new things interesting, and I hope I didn't freak you out too much with you know, my take or my thoughts on what's going to be all the new things that they are introducing to the game. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.